Hello, everybody. We're back with a new summarizer of what happened last time. Take it away.
Oh, that's me. So we we're gonna go to the forge thing, and on the way there, Basil took pick on a magical flight adventure, which kind of freaked him out. Heights are scary. And Bewa found some really sexy boots. That was important. Fashion is always important. And then there was a great disturbance in the ground. And these giant, grody creatures called bullets, armor-plated monster thingies came out of the ground. They were really annoying, but we fought them off like big, brave boys and girls. And I found another mimic friend. This one's a cloak. It talks. And we are going to get Arwyn some really cool leather or armor crafted out of the bullets thing. And I think
Hell yeah.
that was the gist of it.
And nothing else happened.
Nope.
I have a very short attention span.
Marvelous.
What is memory but a figment of my imagination?
So we will continue on where we left off. There are these fucking corpses all around the party. And in the distance, there's a bit of a fire going and let's see. In the distance to the north, there's this fire going and a hearth and a bunch of shadowy figures moving around. And then there is a big giant circle of crows. That's not the drawing tool, sorry. A circle of crows circling a small nearby island in a lake.
Well, the crows look ominous, maybe.
They are generally seen as a symbol to some. But for me, the obvious negative connotations of the water are fine. It's fine. But I do not feel like swimming.
We can put a button on the swimming.
Somebody
Maybe find
else
a-
could swim.
Maybe there's a boat. We can find one.
Just kind of gestures towards the griffin standing next to me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
Fine.
Of course, yes.
Do we want to hit up the watery grave or the fiery hell pit?
Personally, I like warm things, but
I'm also curious what lies to the north of us.
I don't have a preference. Either way.
Well, if you don't like, I can have Alfredo kind of scope it out from above while we're checking out the fire.
That's an option.
I mean, generally, when eating, you eat the thing that you don't like first so that you can end your palate on a good note. So let's do the ominous water lake with the birds first. Get it out of the way. Then we can dry out with the fire. If we get wet.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
The logic is sound.
The logic is sound.
And Fereydun's gonna make his way over to the lake.
La-dee-dee, making my way to the lake. Walking fast. Faces past, I'm homebound.
Lake edge here. No, like...
It's okay, you could just hop on top of Alfredo.
You know what? This does not look like a very large lake.
It is
What
not.
is that? About 10 feet?
It is about 10 feet.
Hmm. I bet I could jump that. I'm going to try. And with a tidbit of a running start, 15 feet of running start, Fereydun will attempt to leap. It's been a while since I've jumped.
Acrobatics.
16.
Oh, marvelous. Yeah, you're able to hop over easily. Easily hop over gracefully.
Yoink. What does the ground feel like under my feetsies?
It feels so you know those rugs that you use like the hook to pull through the threading?
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like a hook rug.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
very
very
plush.
very, very plush. It's definitely soil of some kind, but very
That's
plush.
kind of disturbing. The ground is very plush, which is odd for soil.
As you have hopped onto the island, there is in fact a very large cluster of 10 to 15-foot tall mushrooms, just kind of all around the
Mushrooms.
area.
Mushrooms. Do I recognize these?
Do a nature.
I'm not good at that, but 10.
No, you do not recognize them. But there's what's your passive perception? 14?
Yes.
Okay. Well, with a passive, you'd be able to just kind of see that kind of lingering under the bells of each head is like a small kind of um, like cloud spore, but it's kind of just being maintained under the bells and isn't dispersing into the air.
Hmm. What color is the dusting?
It's a very kind of really beautiful putrid yellowish orange color.
That is generally not a good sign, but I mean, it could be fine. Um, Despite good judgment, Fereydun will lean towards the mushroom stalk and give it a little sniffy.
All right.
What does
Um,
it smell like?
what is Fereydun's favorite smell?
Hmm. I would say light florals with warm vanillas. And a
Then
touch of oud.
it smells all like that, with kind of a warmy, tingly under flavor, under scent.
Well, they smell nice.
Give it a poke.
And he'll poke it.
So poking the one nearest you does in fact release the polleny spores from the bell. It just kind of circles around you, all super magical, as though an invisible breeze has grabbed it to spin it just around your exact location. And before you, and the image of Lyra appears.
Oh, my lady. So soon to receive another vision. Do you not greet me?
The vision of Lyra does not greet you, but rather turns away from you and walks away, and then disappears beyond a stalk.
Fereydun's going to chase after her.
All right. Carefully.
What do we see?
Probably not carefully.
You see nothing except that a really beautiful swirl of yellow has enveloped your ally, who's then run headfirst into the mushroom spores.
Should we
Just kind of
do
look
something?
big. That seems bad.
We should do something about that. Yeah.
Do you think he got high?
I mean, I could set fire to that whole cluster of mushrooms. I mean,
Fereydun
What would
did
that
a
Do
bit.
you think?
do?
Do you think that's a good idea? What if he gets even more high or gets burned?
Okay, I'm floating across on my broom. Alfredo can ferry people over if they don't want to jump.
I'm not willing to go over.
I am also not willing to go over just yet. Because I don't trust that yet.
Do these mushrooms look familiar at all?
I'm gonna
They
hold
do
action.
a check.
Throw a nature into the void.
Ooh, that's one of the things I'm worst at. I'll roll on mine because my camera is not conducive for this. 15.
All right, yeah. So these are specifically a type of mushroom that, while documented, don't have a common name, but are known to give people visions of the past, present, or future.
Okay. They're not that far away. I'll just kind of shout that. Yeah, I think Fereydun's on a little bit of a trip. And I do air quotes.
Okay.
Do you know how to disperse that quote unquote trip?
All I know is it shows you visions of the past, present, or future.
Look, you just bring him over here and I'll smack him real good. That usually works for me.
Just
All
shake the
right.
cat. Just shake the cat over, or just dunk the cat in the water. It's fine.
So as you are having this
You'd really eat
conversation,
that.
the crows overhead begin to circle lower around this island, stirring up those spores that have been released by Fereydun's passing through. And this beautiful woman of your past appears before you, Basil.
Is it Aurelia?
Yes, it's Aurelia.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
She is of a more aged complexion, with wrinkles and time having worn across her face. But she does bear a series of rings on her fingers that are old, but to you new. But like old as in wear.
Um, I don't know if this thing can speak, so I guess Aurelia?
A cold, like really hollow eye meets your eye as she notices you just in front of her. A kind of a haunted, sad look. And then she turns away from you and goes deeper into the mushroom fold.
Do we see that across the way?
You do not see anything other than Basil
Okay.
standing in this cloud of
Doop, doop.
moving stuff.
Great. Now we lost the bard.
Looks like it.
So
Hey, Fereydun! Hey, Basil! Pick yells across the thing.
Oh,
Is there any
Fereydun,
response?
your vision of Lyra welcomes you into a warm embrace.
Oh, a godly hug.
She is tangible, but light in weight, and density. Kind of like she's there, but not quite there. She does pat you on the head and smiles, and kind of like puts her hands together in front of you after disengaging from your hug, and puts all of her fingers on. Sorry, I'm not being very clear. Uses her fingers to kind of create an orb in front of her, which expands into a floating white disc.
My lady, what is this?
She kind of levitates the disc over her left hand and goes behind herself to grab a small flask of liquid, which then she pours into the disc and points at the surface of this swirling sphere.
Fereydun will look into the liquid.
So when you look into the liquid, you see a very large, kind of like a homestead farm with very rolling hills, lots of trees and greenery and flowers, a small creek with a little like dock off of it, and then the back of a character you'd recognize as Pic's outfit, walking with a whole bunch of like melons in their hand towards this large barn-looking building, and then the vision dissipates and the disc falls to the ground. And Lyra smiles and then turns away and disappears again.
Nice.
That was
We can't see any of this on
interesting.
No,
Nope.
mainland side, right?
yeah, I'm
Nope.
getting worried, and I really want to kind of go over there. So, I don't know how good of a swimmer I am or anything. So,
Bewa, you should join us over here.
oh my god, yeah, I really need to.
Okay.
Can I call
You
your
cannot.
I'm just gonna. How deep is this water? Can I tell?
You cannot tell. It's dark and murky.
You
I
can
really want to
probably
just walk
jump.
through it because I'm just like so entranced.
You could probably jump the 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna try to jump it.
Can I perceive this happening? This
You
dumbstruck look on Bewa's
you can
face.
definitely see Bewa's face. There's also but you'd also perceive, Pick, that there's a mimic that looks like a bed, kind of doing laps around the island.
Hmm.
Sorry,
And
that's
then
funny.
while you're perceiving that, Arwyn is also simultaneously perceiving his beautiful daddy as well as his mother walking opposite around the island,
I got
hand in hand on a comfortable stroll.
a 19 to do acrobatics to jump across.
Yeah, you can do that from a standing, actually.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna jump on my girl.
You tumble into the really plush ground, tangled in ginger, which to any onlookers would be like you're wrestling yourself.
Okay.
Hey, Arwyn. Hey, Arwyn. Are you seeing weird stuff?
I am also seeing weird.
I
wouldn't say weird because I can see my mother and my patron.
Okay, let me rephrase then. Are you seeing things that shouldn't be here and it's kind of weird and you're trying to decide if it's a real thing or we're possibly high?
Well, technically my patron can appear anywhere and anywhere because he's him.
Okay, but we literally just talked to your mom like what, half a day ago? Not even.
Okay, that is true. Well, no, because
he's like squinting and like he's looking at Bewa anyway. Around, he's like, "What is Bewa doing? What are all of them? What am I doing?
What is
My fingers
like
feel funny."
Arwyn sees like Bewa like wrestling with herself and like even though he sees his patron and his mom taking a stroll, that doesn't to him it doesn't seem out of ordinary.
I got a thing. Arwyn and Pick is gonna grab Arwyn's like lower arm, and he's gonna hold it really tight. He's like, I don't think these spore things that these birds are kicking up are good. I don't think they're good.
I don't think they're good either, but
so I have a thought. I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm gonna workshop it. Is that what they call it?
Yes, exactly.
What if we do a big fire, not on the bottom, but like above to burn out the spores, but not set the mushrooms on fire because I don't know if those are going to make a hallucinogenic smoke. I'm really like confused here on what to do.
Well, the only thing I can
fireball.
I don't have a fireball. The only thing I can do is create a bonfire.
Okay, I can produce flame.
Okay,
but that's not very big. It's like 10. I mean, like gestures, like 5-10 feet ish. I think.
I can only create a 5-foot space for a bonfire.
Okay.
But I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her.
Yeah, and before we continue with their cool idea, we are going to put a tiny itty bitty pin in, and we're going to hop back to Basil, who has caught up with Aurelia after going through this mushroom spore for what feels like miles. Basil, Aurelia sits down in the grass next to a headstone under a very large tree on a small hill.
Ominous. Cool.
I have a thought.
Is there writing on the headstone?
Yeah, there is.
What's it say?
It's in Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan?
I am a natural born Sylvan speaker. Thank you very much.
It says on the headstone, here lies the dearly departed and beloved daughter of the once great famed hero.
Sorry, writing notes.
Mm-hmm. Aurelia does look back at you and gestures for you to come forward and sit with her and kind of pats the ground sadly next to her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over and sit cross-legged. It's pretty normal. It's how she'd always call me to give me a scolding or a lecture.
But kind of gesturing to the headstone before her, she kind of like puts her arm in a chum side hug and kind of pulls you in to comfort you.
Whose grave is this? Whose daughter is this?
She gives you one of those like super knowingly, it's blatantly obvious looks and gestures like kind of does like the eyeball thing where she looks at you and looks at the grave and looks at you and looks at the grave and looks at you, and then just kind of like kind of a sigh expression.
Wait, me? Daughter, my daughter.
And as quickly as this image appeared, you're left kind of leaning sideways, sitting alone near some mushrooms by yourself. And yes, Arwyn, Gargoth and your mother are taking a general stroll across the water surface as
yes,
they're walking atop the water.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is skeezing me out. Pick, what is your plan?
Okay, well, if we don't go with the fire one, I had another idea. The other idea was I can get big. I have rope. If we make lasso out of rope, I can maybe, grab them with rope and pull them into water and back to us. That's other idea.
That is an idea. Should we try it on Bewa first?
Yeah, they're like right there.
Okay, cool. Pinning you again. Bewa, as you're wrestling down Ginger into the earth, and you are definitely winning in this, and definitely they're being subservient in their demeanor towards you. She whispers in your ear, marrying you was the best day of my life. I'd do it again 1,000 times.
Oh my god! Oh. Seriously, off character, you just made me really freaking cry. Oh my god.
Feelings brought to you by D&D 5e.
Oh, such a bitch. Oh. Oh my god.
And as Bewa is having these really touching emotions, she realizes she's knee deep in kind of a turf soil, wrestling with herself.
Okay. My Bewa is actually crying.
Yeah, so Bewa's actually crying, and then Arwyn and Pig, I believe you were playing
Uh-huh.
playing Go Fish with Bewa, right?
Yeah, so Pig
Yeah.
was working on making a lasso out of his hempen rope.
All right. Well, you'll be really happy to know that you're able to do that with very little difficulty, since you do have such rope at disposal. And I'll take a sleight of hand to toss it across the distance and latch it onto like the back of Bewa's foot that's up in the air, like their ankle.
20.
Beautiful. And so yeah, you're able to secure it around their ankle.
He gives Arwen part of the rope and
Okay.
gives the gesture of let's pull.
Okay.
Do we need to roll anything?
I need you both to roll strength checks together.
Okay.
Wow, a 5. I'm really phoning it in today.
Oh, 12.
Between the two of you, you can drag her at least into the water.
Okay.
Um,
I can probably try and swim to help bring her back in.
I would rather you not, because everybody's being weird. What
no,
if it
so
gets worse the closer you get?
as soon as Bewa hits the water, though, she is going to be immediately sobered, because it's quite cold, actually.
Yeah, okay.
It is very murky. It's like taking a bath in cold ink.
Okay.
It is very, very filthy, and you did get pulled in, so your head would be like under.
Blech.
That's great.
Mhm.
I'm super excited.
Yep,
Not.
yep. It's
So
right here.
Sorry.
what do I no, that's fine. That's great. I would rather be that than whatever emotions I was feeling over there.
You can just roll a dexterity check.
Okay. Why? Why? Seriously. I got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So you were able to hit the water and so quickly react, you knew to close your eyes and hold your breath to not take any of the water into your eyes, mouth, or nose.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
Nice.
wonderful.
like an
Nice.
utmost perfect moment of clarity.
Okay. That's good. Apparently the little crying session there sobered me up. Oh my god, I seriously actually cried. I really hate you right now. Oh my god.
So,
So you're both able to get her the rest of the way,
okay.
because for the duration of whatever check you would need, she's holding her breath in hopes that you're going to continue doing what you're doing, unless you're going to stop doing what you're doing.
No, we're good. We're gonna keep pulling her in.
Okay.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
You are able to get her back over. As soon as you get out of the water at Bewa, All of the birds above the really loud raveny crow blackbirds start to like disperse in opposite directions, and the spore cloud begins to sink down to the earth.
So how do we get the other two? Actually, no. Tie a rope around my waist. I'll go in and get the other two out.
Okay.
And then
Sleight of hand again, Zael.
Fereydun and Basil, since you've been sitting a moment, you are in fact no longer enchanted by this fume, as what was going to have been played or revealed by said mushrooms has in fact transpired. So you are just now sitting in a mushroom field 5 feet apart.
'Cause we're
There's
not
got to
here.
be more to that, and he'll punch a tree.
A stock.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, doing so does not yield any further action. All of the spores have dissipated from this area, kind of fallen down to the earth, as though their magical effect has waned.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that vision, but it was less than helpful. Nice, overall, but less than helpful. Guess it's time to go back over. Oh, hello, Basil.
What did you see?
Lyra showed me a vision of Pick.
Oh, that's fun.
It was
Aurelian
pleasant.
showed me the grave of my daughter.
Holy shit. That's stuff, buddy.
I don't even have one of those yet.
Ah, so it seems like you have seen a future. I am very sure that this was a vision of the future, but I would have to say future because it is Pick in his attire now versus when we had found him.
Yeah, that
It
was
looked pleasant.
odd. I guess before we head out, can I do like a perception check to see if there's anything I see around?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely do a perception.
Oh, 14.
There's just a bit of glittering on the ground from where Aurelia had been sitting near to you. Just kind of a small circular shape kind of sticking out of the dirt.
Oh. I'll pick it up.
It is in fact one of the rings she was wearing in the vision.
Oh. Can I cast Identify on it?
Yep. Casting Identify on it yields the result that the ring doesn't exist.
Oh, that's weird.
Your vision was tangible as well.
Oh,
I
did
got
you
the
get
hug.
something? Oh, I got a ring that doesn't exist.
Also, that is rough, buddy. I feel, and you know, this is a weird feeling for me, but we should probably collect some of these spores, should we not? Perhaps these visions will come in useful later.
Are there any spores left, or did they all dissipate?
They have all dissipated, but if you do a follow-up nature, you might be able to do more than that.
Well, that's just an 8.
Okay, my nature is bad. Let's see if this is okay. 13.
You know there is a way to get a clipping of this to grow your own, but you can't really know, you don't really know how it works.
Uh, it's possible. Don't really know how to do it.
Hmm. Eh. I suppose we know where this place is. If it's terribly important, we can send somebody from the company to come get it.
Oh, that is true. We have a company.
We do.
Hmm.
Are you guys okay?
Do you need help?
No, we got it.
Tightening a rope around Arwyn.
As he's getting ready to like swim, like hop across.
I really want, like, Fereydun and Arwyn to jump at the same time and just see what happens. Who will make the jump? Not sure.
I only got a +1 of my acrobatics, so I will probably fail.
Well, are you jumping?
We should find
No.
out.
Should we?
Yes!
Okay.
Let's both
I'll jump.
jump!
How high? Hey. Glad. I got a 19.
So that is a 10.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
He
Well, a
goes
10
to
is-
jump and
a 10
slips
Yeah, a 10 will get you 5 feet into the water.
Ooh.
into the drink.
Yeah, it's really great because it's not shallow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not shallow. You don't touch the bottom when you fall in.
He immediately starts to panic.
I can jump in the water and try to save Fereydun.
Well, he is panicking and splashing a lot.
I can do that. I got a
That's
rope
fine,
around my
Arwyn
waist.
got a rope.
I got a rope around my waist. I will go swim to him.
I've already
Mm.
done untied my rope from around my waist, so we're good. You take it
What do
off.
I need to roll to swim and then try to get a hold of Fereydun? What do I need to roll?
Fereydun, explain what you're doing.
Panicking. So, for
Okay, but-
anybody who has ever taken swimming lessons, one of the things they tell you if you're trying to save somebody is be careful, they will try to drown you.
Yep,
Because
they'll
they're
try to pull
panicking.
you under.
Okay.
So
So
I'll
be
take
prepared for that.
Okay.
Because
I'll-
Fereydun can't swim.
Okay.
What a fun thing to learn just right now.
I thought you knew that.
We didn't learn this just right now. This has been a reoccurring thing.
Desert cat.
We
Yeah.
had all of that boat debate.
That-
we had him in
that
the
boat
floaties,
stuff.
remember?
Yep. We
Yeah.
had him in the floaties. I remember the floaties.
I do remember that. Marvelous. So yes, okay, how do you roll panic? That's a really good question. Fereydun, roll a performance for how panicked you are.
I was gonna say you could do a
19.
will check.
All
Yeah.
right, and then Arwyn will take
Mhm.
we'll take a dexterity swim and a sleight of hand to evade Fereydun trying to drown you.
So a dex check and a sleight of hand.
Yes.
Okay. +1 to both. Fingers crossed. Okay, that's a 10 for the dex.
Mm.
And then the sleight of hand. That's a 9.
So you're terrible at treading water, we've learned. and
Yes,
we've
I
also
am.
learned that you're underwater because Fereydun's using you as like a life preserve.
Essentially.
Great for
Mhm.
Fereydun, but you're underwater right now.
Well, good thing he's got the rope around the waist. Hopefully people can see that.
Yeah, so what's the rest of you doing on the shore with who has the other end of the rope?
Me,
I'm holding on to
Pick.
Pick.
me,
so,
pick.
yeah, so this is all going down. What are you all doing in response?
Well, as soon
I
as
have
it
my
looks like
faith in
Arwen
God.
might have grasp on Fereydun, Pick's going to start pulling him back in.
All right, so you're able to pull the human buoy across the water. Obviously Armin's fully submerged the whole time, but Fereydun
Yes,
is
I am.
as
Yes,
much
I
out
am.
of the water as possible. Arwyn, you have just the space to scramble back onto the land.
He's gonna.
Are you
I'm on my broom.
okay?
Okay,
I'm just on my broom, slowly hovering across.
You
beautiful.
would.
I love that for you.
Well, I guess I need to brush up on my swimming lessons.
Are you okay?
I've just been used as a life preserve.
Yeah, I bet that's new for you, isn't it, buddy? Usually the one damning people.
I want to be all snarky and be. I want to be all snarky, but I'm gonna be nice this one time.
But I'm glad you're okay. Fereydun, are you okay?
Oh,
He's so wet. Just a wet,
I'm gonna
sad
pet you on the
cat.
back. Poor Fereydun.
Arwen's choking with water spewing out, and then Fereydun's getting babied on. I love that. I love that.
That's
Love
the
it.
party dynamic you've built for yourself, Arwyn.
I'll run over and I'll
That is true.
prestidigitation Fereydun clean. Step over
I'm
Arwyn
gonna-
and run to
But
Fereydun.
here's the thing too: is that Fereydun is like this big, bad, nasty-looking creature, but not really.
Yeah.
And he's like a cat in the water.
Looks like it looks like he can kill you, but it's a cinnamon roll.
But
So-
yeah,
I would like to do, if I can finagle this, around Arwyn, I would like to do produce flame, but like, can I tone it back so it's the equivalent of having a hair dryer
oh my god.
or like a heat gun, and just like Pick will put more energy into his hand, like his form into his hands to make them bigger, so he has more mass to like pass it over like near Arwyn to help him dry off.
Yes,
Yum.
yes, I'll allow this.
Yes.
I just
Keeping in mind, though, that you do in fact have to dismiss the spell or hurl it somewhere at the end of your using it as a blow dryer.
Oh my god, that's so fantastic.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
I love that. That's such nice art.
Invaders, I'm looking ass.
Okay.
He'll just throw it at the
Oh.
bullets when he's done.
Okay.
In their general into the dirt.
Marvelous.
Arwyn gives Pick a little thank you.
You're welcome. Thumbs up. I'd like my robe back when you're done.
He gives Pick a thumbs up back.
Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous. Okay. Yes, so the mushroom spores don't seem to be having an effect on anyone. And there does appear to be all of those figures still milling about near the fire on the other end of the field and hills of mound. Definitely more shadowy figures milling about than there were before. Like 20, 30, 40 extra people. But definitely will-o-wisp kind of moving. They have they're incorporeal. That's it. Thank you.
What does that mean?
As ghosts look.
Okay. Okay.
Very see-through but present.
Ow, ow.
Like your mother's love.
That's all an act. You don't know my real mom. You don't know her.
I don't.
My mom actually loves me. Thank you very much.
Incorporeally.
Oh.
Create bonfire.
Yeah.
I thought your line was fireball.
I
I'm out of spell
I only
slots.
I am out of spell slots, my guy. The best I'm like the Pawn Stars. The best I can do is create bonfire.
Oh.
Thank you for the cleanliness, Basil.
Oh, yeah, you. No problem. You took a little bit of a spill there. Are you okay?
He's just got like the 1,000-yard dead stare. It was dark. And it was cold. It was wet.
Bay was probably also cold. Because Bewa was also in the water.
Can I
Yeah,
just
but
make
I'm
Okay,
not a
can I-
pussy.
in all seriousness, could I create a little bonfire like right here ish? Just to like warm up everybody.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm
I've
just
already
kidding.
cleaned. I've already prestidigitation Bewa too. Once I noticed she was wet, so it's just
Okay,
Aw.
fine. Okay, fine. Never mind then.
But that
Aw.
takes
I'll get.
that
I'll
that
get you two as you sadly approach your bonfire.
point
You
of
guys are
order.
so cute.
Prestidigitation can only clean like 1 square foot every 10 minutes.
There's a lot of square feet for Fereydun. Fereydun is large. Well, not
And
large. but-
Bewa, I would do want to
What?
note that while you are kind of a soggy, drippy wet, and the murky, inky black liquid, you're kind of noticing those really beautiful long bleached bangs of yours have kind of taken on a darker tint, like black. And everything about your outfit is kind of just tinged with kind of a shadow of the color it was before. And your boots are perfectly ornate as though never having been dipped in water at all.
Why's my hair color different? From the
What?
water?
From the water.
The water changed my hair? It gave my hair color again?
But this only applies to you. Fereydun, obviously, with all the fur, and Arwyn already having black hair. LOL.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well, my boots, of course, because they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, your boots look like they're brand new, right off the shelf.
Yeah. They're cursed.
Are those Chanel or Gucci?
They're not Chanel or Gucci.
They're Balenciaga.
Buy me Prada.
In my
Balenciaga.
Valentina white boots.
I spelled lipstick in your Valentino white boots.
What are the shoes with the red bottoms? I forgot what that brand was.
Was it Prada?
That's
No.
my-
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh my god. I know this.
I know,
I'm
right?
just
It's the
gonna
red.
say we're not
Louis
like
Vuittons.
capitalist.
They're Louis Vuittons.
Yes, yeah.
I
yeah,
was gonna
Louis
say
Vuittons.
we're not capitalist cucks, so it doesn't matter.
I draw all of my slutty characters in Louis Vuittons. Louis Vuittons, thank you.
Yeah, that's just because the red peak undertow is like nice, but like it has nothing to do with the shoes themselves. It's just the color pop is sexy.
The color pop
Anyways.
is sexy. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm
Back to
talking.
business.
Anyway. Bonfire. If we want to get warm-ish.
Yes, there's a beautiful bonfire.
It's time to get toasty.
Time to grill melon. I'm hungry.
I would say we probably spend only about 20 minutes here.
That's fine. I'm not picky.
Yeah, that's fine. I can dismiss it after 20 minutes. Actually, I could dismiss it whenever, but
That mushroom thing took a long time.
Oh,
It
he
did take
did.
a little bit of time.
It was fun. It was
That was
fine.
awesome.
It was interesting. I
So what happened to you guys?
did not know what to expect, but Lyra came to me and showed me a vision of you, Pig.
Me?
Yes,
Was I cool?
I think so. It was at a farmstead in the hills.
Uh-huh.
I could not see your face, just your back. But it
Uh-huh.
looked wholesome, calming,
Okay.
peaceful. I will
What
take
about
this as a good sign.
you two?
you two
I-
who?
Bewa and Basil.
Okay.
Because you already knew what Arwyn saw,
Yeah.
because Arwyn said
Yeah.
it aloud to him.
Yep.
I saw my fire goddess. And she was my wife.
Oh,
No, shit,
congratulations.
really?
Manifest that. It will come true.
That's
Hmm.
exciting. I hope that works out for you. What about you, Basil?
Oh, you know, my oldest friend showed me the grave of my daughter on a hillside. Apparently, that's fun. And I got this
Do
weird ring.
you, do
That's
you
rough, buddy.
have a daughter?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is it possible
Well, I won't say
you
anything.
could?
Not
do-
possible.
I mean, we've seen companions have children based on just touching other things, so the realm of possibilities is vast and strange, and I don't understand it.
Who knows? It was some weird mushrooms. That shit happens.
Yeah, I do.
You guys have never accidentally stumbled upon a grove of mushrooms that shows you visions of the past, present, or future before? Cox's head, confused.
First time, actually.
No.
No. To
I've
be honest,
eaten mushrooms from strangers.
I've apparently I mean I've eaten poison mushroom, which is how I met all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you, buddy?
Oh no, not to touch poison mushrooms.
I'm proud of you.
I love that for me.
You're learning.
I'm learning. Yay.
Yay! And Fereydun will clap.
Oh my god. Alright, what are we doing? Puts melon in his mouth.
I am
Suppose.
dry enough, I suppose.
Ghosts, I guess?
Yes, it is
Ghosts.
time to deal with the specters.
Arwyn's gonna extinguish the bonfire. With his hands. Alright.
Nom nom nom.
Okay, yeah, right, okay, yeah.
Making our
Now
way
let's-
uptown.
Walking fast. Faces past our hometown.
Before we get too close,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to perform a vibe check?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do a good or evil vibe check.
Ooh, I have that thing! My goddess, she provides. It is detect good and evil.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, you do not detect good or evil nearby, other than obviously your party members, which is a mix of the two.
Fereydun's just gonna kind of side eye Arwyn.
He's gonna side eye Fereydun back.
Hmm. I am not detecting anything from the specters.
So who wants to go talk to them first?
I mean, Bewa, isn't your purview
Yeah, the
death?
dead. Yep.
Then I
All right.
believe I will bow
Lead
to
on
you
then,
on
Bewa.
this.
It's on to me.
I believe in you. And he's going to. How long does that last? 10 minutes?
Would you just move, chick?
Fereydun's going to like pat her on the back and cast protection from good and evil.
Okay.
And that lasts for how long?
10 minutes for concentration.
Gotcha.
You cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed. And you have protection against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead.
Oh, yeah. Everyone remember that we're all immune to poison, being frightened, and we all have advantage on wisdom saving throws for the next however long 24 hours was since we ate.
Oh my god, character move. Hello. There we go. Sorry, I turned off my mouse because it was being stupid. You gotta move me up, babe.
Bewa,
Thank
as you get closer to the ruins of
you.
this large house of type, it appears that it was a very tall, once glorious manor, due to the fact that the remaining wall that hasn't collapsed is about 3 stories up with a very large veranda. Um, and there are a lot of shapes moving around in what would be the interior of this abode. And you continue on. Do you enter the ruin that they're all milling about in?
Give me just a moment. I would like to, if I could, I want to go ahead and cast Eyes of the Grave first. That is, as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected. I can use this feature 4 times per long rest. Or wait, I'll wait till we get inside. Never mind.
Um, Within 60 feet, you would know the location of any undead, so you can use it now.
I can use it on deck. Okay.
Yep, there's nothing. Cause you're outdoors and they're 10 feet away. They're just on the other side of the foundation of the home.
Okay. Alrighty.
So you're going to do that?
Yeah, I want to go on. Or go up.
All right. Within 60 feet of you, let's see how big that is. Out to here-ish. Yeah. You do not sense any undead.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go a little closer.
So, as you've approached, it has there's been kind of the muffled sound of a party. A lot of voices and people and the shapes milling about. As soon as you step across the threshold, everything becomes a tangible, existing person, holding cocktails, wearing very beautiful, fine dresses. The manor kind of materializes around you. It is a very large, grand entrance with like beautiful, like granite columns, this beautiful wood inlay with like mosaic trimmings of stone on all of the fixtures, beautiful diamond chandelier that's oversized hanging across this massive ballroom with all these very finely gowned folks drinking out of cups and saucers and tea and alcoholic beverages gorges and eating like hors d'oeuvres and everything, and everyone is just dressed for the best. And the one thing you'll notice is that every single person here is of some type of Fey ancestry. Everyone else in the party, as soon as Bewa crosses the threshold towards all of these wispy figures, Bewa turns wispy.
Ooh.
What?
Uh,
What?
Bewa,
It's weird.
back to you. A figure approaches you and hands you a large glass. Oh, it's so great of you to join us. We were expecting a few more. Please dine with us.
I'm gonna do it. Well, thank you so much. I'm so delighted to be here.
Yes, we are celebrating today. Today is the day that we celebrate Faziltooth taking over the kingdom.
Oh. Mm.
Basil too. Really? Oh my.
Yes,
What,
we're all here to pay homage to him and his unconditional love and his generosity towards those who live in the lands.
so all of us? Really?
Yes, he is a loving and charismatic benefactor whose only interest is cleansing the poison from the earth and laying seed across the field so that we may thrive as a community. Truly
So
the most upstanding of dragons.
so if I turn around, can I still see my party?
Yep, but they're all wispy and they look kind of like ghosts, kind of floating above the earth.
So is it kind of a veil that's separating us?
You could say that.
Okay. So if I wave to them,
So you
can
know when you see like the after image effect on like a camera, and like there's kind of that like kind of really slow ghost-like wave. That's what they see you doing.
okay.
Oh.
Um
They're being haunted by this really creepy wave from you as a ghost.
My God, motion blur.
I love it. I love it. So um so these people aren't undead
Yep,
because
they're all Fey. That's why.
yep, they're all Fey. Great. Um,
We love that for us.
We love that. We love that for us dealing with Fae all the time.
um I, I, so you're all celebrating. Um, I, I, God, I don't even. I I'm gonna just take a sip of my drink because I don't know what else to say to her. I'm just gonna interrupt myself and just take a sip of my drink. Does anything
Marvelous.
happen?
Well, you enjoy the libations, and we'll have a very pleasant announcement in just a short while, and we will gather in the grand ballroom for the unveiling of the statue. We hope
Oh,
to see
so
you there.
is that all
And
we're
then,
doing? We're just looking at the statue? I mean,
yes,
we're. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna move forward and mingle with other people then.
okay. Rest of party, what are you doing?
Should we go in after her?
Probably.
Is she
Yes.
drinking stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
The crowd owns
Mm.
her now, you guys. The crowd owns her.
Daddy Basil. Daddy Basil, we're not supposed to drink things from strangers, right?
Heck, at this point, I don't even know.
I was
Uh,
teasing.
and the same thing that happened with Bewa happens to each of you as you cross the threshold, becoming wisp-like to those that you walk in front of.
Mm.
Ugh.
As each of you enters, one of the many patrons approaches each of you, offering you a very large beverage in your personal preference.
Mm.
Okay.
Except for Arwyn, they offer you a very skinny, tall glass of
Oh.
a champagne with 3 olives in it.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh. Very nice.
champagne.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so tempted to hit that soundboard. So tempted.
Mm.
Baby Brony Pom Pom.
Fereydun, over in this vicinity, there are some folks who are dressed in similar garb to you, in similar colors, and they all appear to be a series of I'm sorry, help me out with the rabbit folk.
Aragon?
Paragon. They're Haragons, but they're all dressed in Lyra's garb.
Interesting. Uh, hello, fellow Lyrialites?
Ah,
Lyrians?
a brother in arms.
Lyrians?
Brother in arms. Oh, a brother in arms. Have you come to celebrate with us as well?
What is it we are celebrating, if you do not mind me
We
asking?
are here to celebrate Groink, the great white dragon of the land, and his bountiful blessings.
Groink. I suppose?
He's taught us the ways of proliferation. As if we had a problem with that before. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha! Ha. Okay. Uh, is it a special day to be thanking Groink?
Yes, it is a very special day. Lyra has blessed Groink with the power of overseeing our land next to their joined commander Fazeltooth. We're here to celebrate with an unveiling of a statue.
Oh,
Commemorate the
I
day.
do enjoy a good statue. Uh, then let us celebrate.
Yes, drink with us. Drink with us.
Uh, Fereydun would like to pantomime drinking.
Okay.
10.
It's convincing enough because no one's really paying attention to you. You're just a body in the crowd.
Pretty much.
Pick and Basil, are you still outside or just waiting for room?
I was just watching the others.
Scooch in a bit more.
All right, so Basil, as you enter into the area as well, someone does come up to you with an empty glass. This is also um, a satyr, female, and she offers you an empty glass and says, "We invite you to drink with us, friend, and as you are one of us and you know our ways, we offer you this for free, no strings attached glass for which you can use to drink your own drink."
Thank you for the welcome. Is there something wrong with the other drinks? Whisper.
No, we just know that you know what we know, you know? Anyways, enjoy the party.
Thank you. I'm like frantically side-eyeing all of them. Like all of the party. Just, I'll message them individually. Just don't drink anything.
When you message Bewa, she's like halfway through her drink, laughing and gossiping with people as if she's been here for ages.
My drink is wonderful. These people are so nice.
Bewa, has anybody told you not to take food or drink from Fae before?
I don't follow the rules.
Uh, I mean, that's cute, but also magic and contracts.
And friend, before I go too far and get lost in the crowd, do you want to stay for our unveiling of the great statue? We're celebrating the Grand Dragon Shizik.
Oh, Shizik is it?
Yes, his beautiful red fury has unleashed a violent fire across the land, making the soil verdant for planting new crop.
Oh, it seems like there's lots of named dragons I've heard of about these parts. Is uh, are there any others?
Yes, there are. There are many grand dragons. Sorry, there are many dragons that are grand. She smiles as if laughing to a personal joke and shuffles off.
Okay.
Pick, are you still lingering out of the walls watching all your wispy friends do their wispy things in a muffled silence?
Uh,
One of the ones dressed as Lyra runs quickly away from the others and runs up to you, Pick, with a very large, like 3 pounds size barrel full of, and there's, it's melon mead. Would you like some?
no,
Well, please carry this as a gift, and if you do get thirsty, it's
no,
available.
thank you.
Okay, I see. Marvelous. Great. Goodbye.
Goodbye. He's just gonna wander closer to the fire. He's like, ooh, fire.
Arwen?
What's up with this
Mhm.
fire?
Arwen is also by the fire. What is Arwen doing?
Just observing and miming drinking the drink.
Okay. As you all are milling around and checking out the fire pick, which is a very large blaze, 15 feet around flame, but this is in this beautiful large hearth that's 25 feet tall, has a very big flue system, dispelling the smoke out of the manor and not into the air. With this massively beautiful, ornate kind of crystal and diamond grate in front of the fire to keep children from falling in, etc., etc. But everything is just decadent and lavish AF,
Mm-hmm.
dripping in wealth.
Mm. Arwen feels at home almost a little bit.
Basil, is there anything that you would like to be investigative about, or anything at all, or just also watching?
Basil's very suspicious right now, so he's kind of hanging back here, I guess. I guess can I do a general perception check to see if I see anything else besides the giant fire?
Yeah. Generally around just kind of perceiving about, there is in fact, like in this vicinity, there's a large cloaked figure under a cloak, probably a statue, in sheer in size, kind of central to the room, and just has this very large drape kind of over it. The shape is kind of nondescript. Nondescript. I think I said it right the first time.
Okay. I'll kind of elbow Fereydun and kind of like head nudge towards where the statue is. And then, did they mention a dragon to you?
They mentioned Groink.
Who the fuck is Groink?
I don't know, but apparently Groink is the white dragon that taught people to proliferate.
Creepy, but okay.
Very much
Well,
sounds dirty.
the satyr I talked to was talking about Shizik, a red dragon, who breathed fire on the lands to make them farmable somehow. I don't really know.
I suppose the question we have yet to ask is, what time are they in? Is this the long past? I do not know enough about these dragons to even, think of any lore.
I have no idea. I guess we're gonna watch a statue be unveiled. Also, keep an eye on Bewa.
Bewa,
I
some
said
of
they
the
said my name.
sorry, go
They
ahead.
said they said my name. They said my name. I heard you. Bae was very drunk.
Yep, she is.
So I'm coming over by you because I heard you because I have really good hearing and we're really close.
That too.
So I'm being really obnoxious by you guys and I'm whispering at you really loudly. They said my name, but I'm saying they as in you are they, by the way. You too.
Ah,
I'm giving you an opportunity to be obnoxious to me.
are you
I was shaking my
okay?
head.
They said my name. So
Oh, hello, Bewa. How are you? Enjoying your fey drink, are we?
delicious.
So it would seem.
Yeah, you'll figure out the cost of that later, I bet.
I'm a magician. I can do what I want.
You're a magician? I thought you were a cleric.
Isn't that what a magician is?
I do not think so. I know magicians. They do card tricks. Sleight of
But
hands.
I make your boo boos go bye bye. Just like your cards go bye bye. I'm a
Oh,
magician.
ma'am, your
Ah.
drink seems to be empty. Here's another.
Oh, I can't possibly have any more.
Oh, there's no reason to stop. The unveiling's about to begin, and we all have to have
Oh,
full glasses for the toast.
oh, okay. I'll have another one.
Oh, marvelous.
I'm gonna kind of tip it over the side because Faye was not really as drunk as she's pretending to be. I am drunk, but not nearly that stupid.
Oh, you're
Because
playing an Arwyn's mom.
Yeah,
Playbook.
you're taking a playbook out of Arwyn's mom's playbook.
no, because I can heal myself, which I haven't asked for yet. So I'm going to ask for doing that right now. Is that great?
Hmm?
I'm going to ask if I can heal myself. I
Healing
can.
yourself heals physical wounds. It's not going to heal your stomach's contents.
Oh, fucking A. I thought I
Lesser
was able to do that with
restoration
this one.
should, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that's what I had seen in the. Oh,
Well,
I read it wrong. It's.
it should cure poison. And technically alcohol is poison, but that'd be up to the DM.
Yeah, that would be up to you.
I wouldn't say it would for that capacity.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, then, never mind. I have been drinking my drink, but not nearly as much as I have been playing to. So FYI, I have been dumping little bits of it here and there as an since you're right here, I'm whispering to you. So I am tipping part of the drink out as I'm sitting here wobbling around. So
All
I'm not
right. So
really as
there's a bit of a
syncopated.
clamoring nearby, kind of over by the foot of the statue. All right, everyone, it's time for the unveiling. Oh, so exciting! The unveiling is portraying our great benefactors of the land. It was only a short while ago when the ransack on Spire and the merging of the planes began, but we're so excited for the future and what the future has in store for us. And as soon as they say that, they pull the sheet and this large statue is revealed. And all 5 of you, all 4 of you, subtract Bewa from this equation. There's this large woman with 3 dragons, all kind of in different positions, one at her foot, one behind her, and one to the side. And she's kind of, the one behind her is like, head is peeking over her shoulder, and she's kind of got a hand gently rested on the one to her side, and the one at the foot, she's kind of looking down, smiling at, and you would all recognize this as Granny Pluto.
Oh,
Everyone's clapping, very excited. Oh, this is the best thing in the world. We love them. They're our heroes.
Yay!
Yay.
Tacky.
All right. And at this junction, we're going to take a break.
What has been seconds for you has been minutes for us. We are back.
Marvelous. The grand party is go ahead.
Tacky.
A couple people look over at you with disgust, but nobody seems too distraught by your reaction. One of the paragons in the lyra robes runs up to you and tries to hush you. Oh, no, quiet, quiet. We're all very happy to be involved in this today. Happy.
You can be happy. That bitch tortured me for like 10 years. Fuck her.
And she destroyed my home.
You all have seemed to have had so much to drink. Let's escort you out. Come on, let's go.
I'm sober.
She destroyed my home!
Basil's picked up on the hints, but he just has his head in his hands.
So all of the hoity-toities are looking at you and giving you wide berth as a party, because you are all filth and trash, and they don't want to be associated with you. There's just kind of this void around you. The one who had announced the statue said, "There seems to be a commotion. We invite all of you back at your leisure, and we do entreat you to enjoy the beautiful statue. And we do have commemorative paintings available you can take home with you. We'll be unlocking the gate in just a moment, and you can depart. And we will be in touch, and we will see some of you on Thursday this week for Orgy Night, hosted by none other than the infamous Maxine." Awesome, great, so grand of
Of
you all to make
fucking
time.
course.
I'm gonna cast
So-
Shatter on the statue.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Are you really gonna
I
cast
would
Shatter on
like
the
a
statue?
commemorative painting, please.
Basil's kind of over the bullshit at this point. Yeah, everyone's
Alright.
already said things, and I don't want to say this anymore.
Okay. Yeah, so you cast Shatter on it, and it does shatter the statue. There's a screeching halt of dead silence, and a very kind of panicked,
Oh my god.
like a very panicked feel in the air as it gets very tense very quick.
Oh my
And
god.
the gates that are guarding the fireplace open, and several people start running into the fire, disappearing as soon as they touch the flames, whisked off to some other place. and many of the forms that are closer to the door start leaving to the door, and as soon as they pop out on the other side, they appear spectral to you, as though they kind of how they looked on the other side from your perspective initially before.
Oh my god.
Um,
What are we
You-
oh my godding about? I don't see shit.
There's literally everyone is left except for like the announcer dude who scurries up to the group of you and says, you should definitely leave. You're not welcome here in the future. Please do not come to orgy night. I don't think you would bring the right energy. Thank you for attending Gengar's gala at Haunter House. Please don't come back.
Okay, but like, can I please get my painting? This. I was a good noodle.
All
There's
I did
any-
was have a drink.
If there's any paintings, bonfire.
Yeah, no, let's not use the painting as some sort of bargaining chip later. No.
If there's any other paintings left, if Fereydun picked up a painting, then
Well, do I get my commemorative? I don't think they handed them out yet.
There's just a table of them near where the statue was exploded.
Oh, good.
okay.
Is
Fereydun,
there like
take
pers-
one.
I can only
Fereydun,
carry one.
the commemorative paintings, Fereydun, are not actually of the statue. They are all of a nude minotaur woman in a likable pose.
I said I'd take one.
Is this a reference to our past campaign?
Yes, yes, it is.
Nice of you
Oh
to
my
remember.
god. Oh my god.
You
Is
may
it? Are they
remember.
in frames or
No,
just
they're
loose
just prints.
canvas?
Just prints on canvas.
Fereydun will still roll one up because he made such a scene about getting a painting.
Okay. Well, if the painting, if the prints aren't of Granny Pluto, then Arwyn won't set them on fire.
No, just a nice minotaur, apparently.
Yeah. I thought he might take one.
I don't like the way you say this.
Arwyn, get me one too.
Okay. He grabs one for himself and one for Pig.
I'm just leaning up against the wall because I'm very woozy.
Bewa, do you want a commemorative poster?
It's a Minotaur.
It's a hot, big, buff minotaur lady.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
She's also nude. Very nude.
Great tracts of land on this lady. Very pretty.
Okay, I'll take one.
She's beautiful, she's rich, she's got huge tracts of land.
Yeah, so there's no one about. It's just all of you in this
Well,
splendid mansion.
Well, that was something.
That was a thing for sure.
Yeah, sorry. The stupid statue was just standing there being stupid, and I didn't want it to exist anymore.
I did a bad, didn't I?
At this point, I don't know.
What bad did you do?
Weren't we supposed to be, I don't know, sneaky?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop fucking around with it. Fuck her! God, I hope she dies
So-
painfully.
I hope she does
That
too.
is the goal.
Maybe someday. Is there anything else around?
Yeah, there's like this kind of like largish strange shape kind of poking out of the wall, kind of like a stage. It has a clear blue kind of glass on top of it, and kind of a weird looking panel with like a single button in the middle, like an interface in front of it.
Can I push the
What's
button?
that?
What?
Something over there.
I mean, the answer to the question is yes, you can push the button, but the follow-up question is, do you push the button?
What does this button do?
But I'm
Something over
drunk,
there.
so obviously I don't think logically. So, hey,
Hmm.
there's a person over here.
Wrong button.
I don't know what they're doing. Sorry, I can't see them anyway.
You
Sorry.
can see that there's a person, but they're like
Hold the
flimsy
lever, crunk.
and ghostly and all of that stuff over there.
Okay. But yeah, I want to push the button.
Oh, okay. Yes, so you push the button and there's kind of like this green wispy putrid smoke appears above the pedestal.
Oh.
And a figure appears in the form of what is known better as Granny Pluto. And she appears before you, and it's she begins speaking. I'm so sorry that you've caught me when I'm away from my grounds. I'm keeping tabs on the status of the forge. Please leave any donations to our beautiful cause at the door or with a footman and leave a message. We'll gladly get back to you and take your request if we agree with it. Thank
Do
Yeah,
you.
I'm-
everyone a favor and die.
Okay,
And then
what
she
if
like kind of blinks out as though she was never there to begin with.
I'm feeling sick and I throw up on this now?
Okay, is that are you sick?
Yeah, Bayla is feeling sick.
All right.
She
well,
drank
you
a
know,
lot of Fey wine.
so to do a follow up on that, let's do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a 3.
Oh yeah, you are definitely upchucking. Everyone, stand back! There's splash. Yeah.
Ew.
So like you're able to throw up all over it, and it doesn't do anything other than there's now bile all over it.
Oh, good. I feel better.
And with
I-
your con save, you're not gonna be feeling immediately better. You'll still have a little bit of
No,
getting this
but
off.
emotionally, I feel better.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Well, everybody's upset about this person. So I feel better that I threw up on it and I'm backing away because that smells awful. So, yeah, that was a mistake. But yeah, that felt good. Nobody has anything
Literally
to
everyone's
say.
silent. Nobody's saying a word. They're shook.
I'm just staring at
No,
Bewa.
Arwyn
Arwyn will slow clap.
Nice.
We should probably go.
Yeah. I want to have a word with my father about this.
Why would you leave where Granny Pluto lives? That seems weird.
This is not where she lives.
I just want to say, okay, Draco.
My father will hear about this. No. I will hear about this from my father. He's got some explaining to do.
I believe
Okay.
that it is time for us to go to the forge
Could we
and take
possibly
this
take a
bitch out.
Should we possibly take a short rest?
As you look up the road, down the road to the northeast, you do see there's kind of an uptick of fog towards this very large kind of shape in the distance that's very tall from the surrounding land, which is probably where you're headed. And closer to the foot of it, there's some high walls surrounding some type of settlement.
That's gotta be it. I take a short rest. Or
Ah.
maybe a long rest.
Oh, as soon as you exit the manor's periphery, you do see the form before you, Bewa, is in fact the form of the first lady who gave you a drink when you entered the mansion. And she's kind of like teetering back and forth between feet, back and forth very awkwardly, waiting for you to return so that she can address you. Definitely darting her eyes around, looking in all directions, very paranoid for some reason.
Okay. I'm wobbling back and forth because I'm obviously drunk.
Hey, you. Yeah, you with the beautiful hair. Hey. Um,
Yes.
I don't want any trouble with your friend. She like darts a glance towards Basil and back to you, and she says, "I don't want any trouble with your friend. So our contract is severed, null and void. You'll never see or hear from me again. But um, you should find somewhere safe to hunker down because as soon as they know the statue is broken, they're gonna come for you. And they are mighty and they are fierce and they are big and they are many and they are legion. And I will not see you again. But I just wanted to give you the warning because you seem nice in the capacity that you're very beautiful and someone should make sure that you don't die because that would be a waste.
Oh, okay.
Kaoism, or Chowism as I call it, to the northeast, is a small settlement. It's probably the safest place because they have tall walls and an enchanted barrier. So I would go there. Um, it keeps out small imps and minor demons. Probably a safe place to lay low. I would go there, but I just wanted to say you're very pretty and I love your boots.
Aw, thank you. Now you better run along before they come. They're coming. Okay, go away. Go
Oh
bye.
Jesus, they're coming! They're coming! Ah!
She's
I,
cute.
She's
I scared
bruising
her
them.
away. Oh my
I
god.
think I scared her away.
Yeah, you scared her away. You're small but fierce.
No, it's probably something to do with the statue I destroyed. It was probably magic, and there's like a tracking spell on me. It's phase shit. It's fine. We'll talk about it.
There is. She said that there's Legion and they're coming for us and to be afraid, very afraid. And yeah, but she took the
I am
geese. She took
So
the
is it the
geese off me.
skeletons again?
I don't know.
in
I'm
no
guessing.
capacity to fight a dragon right now.
Yeah.
We need to find some place to heal.
She said there's a town.
Rest.
There's a town.
There's a town.
Chaos Master junk place down the road. I don't know. I need to go to sleep. I don't
Yes.
feel very good.
Arwyn's gonna like try to steady Bewa and like pat her, like put his armor on her shoulder, pat her shoulders, like, all right, okay, let's get you a bed.
I need to sleep.
Yes, you need to sleep. You drank some Fey wine, which you shouldn't have done in the first place, but we live and learn.
But there's a town really close by, and they have
Okay.
tall walls, and it will keep out imps and little frogs or something.
Okay. Well, l- lead on then.
You want me to lead? Have his
Well,
thing fly in the air and find it for us.
Scream!
Scree points to the northeast.
Can Alfredo see how far away this town is?
Yeah, it's about 2 miles up the road.
We've got 2 miles to go, says Alfredo.
2 miles.
I
What's-
mean, if we're, okay. You can get out of Alfredo.
Don't
I
fall off
think I
now.
would ruin the carpet.
He's a
I
bird.
can hop on Alfredo with Bewa and try to keep her steady.
Or
Or don't.
so, if I cast enlarge on Alfredo, how many people could Alfredo carry?
3.
Okay.
So like if Basil, well,
No, this should be okay. Could Pick and I both ride the broom at the same time? If I put him on my
yes,
big
that's what I was. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast enlarge on Alfredo, so he's a big boy and he can carry Fereydun, Bewa, and Arwyn, and then Pick and I can go on the broom if that's cool with Pick.
Yeah,
That
that's
is so
fine.
sad because I used to have summon steed or summon greater steed, and then at the last long rest I swapped it out
It's
because
okay, Alfredo's a
it
big boy now.
that is always how it happens though. You hold on to a spell for like 30 sessions and you're like, ah, I've never used it, I don't need it, and then you get to the next session and you're like, shit,
Mm.
could have used
Yeah.
it.
I am going to tie myself to Basil broom though.
I'm gonna
We'll stay
help
pretty low to the
Bewa.
ground. We don't have to go that high.
Okay. Then the rope is not necessary. He'll just hold on.
Yeah, we can just shoot across at like 10 feet above the ground or 5 feet.
Oh, that's fine.
I will help Bewa onto Alfredo.
All right, and so you're able to get all mounted up,
Yoink.
and so then we've got Bewa, Arwen, and Fereydun on Flappy Boy,
Yes.
and then we've got
Sorry,
Basil
I
and
should
Pick
go
on
over
the
here.
broom, and we will fly to our next destination,
Zip zoop.
and we'll zip zoop
Zippity
over there
zap.
real quick, and then
Zippity zappity zoop.
Basil and we got Basil and Pick.
Zippity zappity zoop. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering splendor. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
Well, just today because she drank too much and then she vomited all over the phone.
Every turn
Yeah.
a surprise.
Blech.
Every moment gets wetter.
A whole
Slimy.
new world, a new fantastic.
I swear to gods, if we get copyright strike for this, I would die.
New fantastic point of view.
No, like literally stop, please.
Okay.
This is
That
like
is
I'm legit.
amazing.
I'm with Gav on this one. Yes, please stop.
Okay. All right. All right.
It will, even if it's just a singing cover, they will pull that shit.
Seriously?
Amazing. Yes.
Sometimes,
Hearing
yes.
you can't
fuck?
speak no more. No more speak.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Don't fuck with
I think we're under the 15 seconds. I don't know.
I think we
I'll
are.
claim parody.
You do all arrive, and there is this very large settlement, like like your drunk friend told you about. As you get close and you enter in between the gates, there's this large fire field, basically 25 feet tall, that kind of hits a purple bubble over the settlement. Basil, I'm sure you're wondering. Yes, it is a magical bubble that you can see, and it is over the entirety of the area. It is about 25 feet up, which is the height of the wall. A so to speak, purple magic glass ceiling, if you will. Yes.
Basil looks like an excited little schoolboy.
And there is this very clear field of repelling power before you that is preventing you from gaining access to the settlement. You hear a voice from high above you. Ah, who goes there?
It is King Arthur. These are my knights of the Round Table.
Oh, we weren't expecting you for some time, my lord.
The Black Knight found us.
This is a
Okay.
We've come from Ramport.
Oh yes, yes. It is okay. We have some of their folk and ilk inside. We predate Ramport. We're but a small settlement overlooking the ancient texts of the forge. Me and my brother stand gate guard duty today. Do you wish entry?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
That would be
Um,
good.
the pressure kind of alleviates. The field doesn't dissipate, but you're able to like move freely through it.
Interesting.
Dim door. Two shapes appear on either side of you. They're identical in every way. Hello.
Hello?
How are you? You look very tired.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm very tired. Is there an inn in town?
Yes, there is. We have themed rooms.
Always.
Themed room.
Yes, we have themed rooms. The main proprietor of the establishment is Langlor. He oversees the spa and the rentals, and he is at the spa right now, over there. I believe he was getting a bath going for one of our guests.
Okay. I really need to go to bed.
Yeah, she had a lot to drink.
A bath, you say?
Hello. I'm fine. I'm a little busted up.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Still.
Nice to meet you still.
I'm Mark's my brother. His name is Oil.
Still it
I'm sorry.
oil?
I'm sorry, his name is what?
Oil.
Wall. Okay.
No, Oil.
All. Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay.
I'm still alone and he's all alone.
Ah. Clever names.
Funny joke.
Clever. Clever.
Let me go
Oh,
get the proprietor. He's gonna wanna meet you. We've been expecting you, Master Arwyn.
Oh. All right.
Ah, welcome. Sir
Hello, good sir.
Arwyn, you look much older.
Well, yes, I suppose. Greetings to you. And he gives a slight bow.
You may not remember me, but I used to take up tea with your parents. My name is Sir Langlor.
Oh, yes, I was probably a wee child when all that happened, but I vaguely remember your face. Yes.
Yes, back in the good old days of Spire.
Yes.
I've left many, many years ago. It feels like an eternity, or at least a lifetime, which, seeing as you've grown so much, it's been a bit of a lifetime, yes.
It's been a bit, and unfortunately, Spire is no more.
I have heard
But
the grave news. Does your mother and father does your mother fare well?
he kind of pauses a moment. Yes, actually, uh, she fares well. Yes.
Ah, that's such good news. Your father always speaks fondly of her and his musings and memories around the campfire.
Yes. Where is my father?
He's been away for a while. He's at Cowism Peak.
Ah, right. Okay.
Clearing the
Thank you.
way to enter the forge.
Yes, we were told about that.
Yes, it is grave news because I've been charged by my predecessor, who is passed into the next life, to guard this ancient text. And I didn't realize your father would take the knowledge and literally run with it.
Well, he tends to do that sometimes. But,
But
right.
I'm very proud to see the grand man you've grown into. Obviously, you've fallen far from the tree and aren't an evil person like your father, stealing ancient texts of ancient power. You've clearly grown into a very respectful young gentleman.
Arwyn is sweating nervously.
The look
A
on
little bit.
Fereydun's face is hilarious, by the way. As soon as he's like, yes, upstanding young gentleman, Fereydun is just like, what?
I'm just staring at
Arwyn,
Arwen.
Arwen's like little sweat drop, just like one little bead of sweat, just kind of
Wha-
runs
Well,
down his temple. But
your
Ar-
father has been expecting you for some time. Before he departed, unexpectedly with some of our more precious tomes, he did have me prepare a room for you. It's a single bed, I'm afraid. I can see what's available for your friends, but it is decorated to your exact specifications of your home. And so, at least as close as I could do with what I've had. But if you come this way, I've prepared a space for you.
oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, your father was very adamant about having all of the different sex toys that I'm not familiar with placed in your room for your leisure when you did come to join us.
Arwen's gonna like yes, thank you. Okay. Well, thank you thank you for the hospitality.
Of course.
My friends would like to have lodgings as well, if that can be
Marvelous.
arranged.
I will tend to their needs as well. Um, Unfortunately, we're a little short on room, so I hope they don't mind double bunking. We do have a priest of all people staying in the blood room, though. Pretty
Oh,
excited about
well,
that one.
we have a paladin in our party that would probably like that room.
Oh, well, it's that common mantra. First come, first serve. He did pay a pretty penny.
Mm. Mhm.
Again, pleasure to see you. I'll be in
Yes.
touch. Friends, welcome to Chowism Outpost, the single most knowledgeable of chows and the forge.
what are chows?
They are a creature of myth. We've never seen one in present day. It's been generations, but they are from a pool of death. New life can be born in an egg.
What does the egg look like?
Oh, I have so many tomes that describe it in many different ways.
I'm curious.
I'm happy to show you.
Maybe later. I think my group is pretty tired, but I am curious.
Well, if anyone would like a bath, we do have we have one spa stall open. They are very large, beautiful spas. We clean the water with magic after every use, and it's right on top of a natural hot spring due to our closeness and vicinity to a volcano.
Oh, that
That
sounds so
sounds
good.
absolutely divine.
Mhm.
I entreat you to join us and stay a while. Um, Due to the fact that Arwen's father has so handsomely um, dedicated a, a sum of money We will consider you covered for the night. Please rest, recuperate. I am happy to show you the Library of Lore. Under my supervision, of course. We've had some recent breakouts of some of our more precious tomes, but you seem like a very trustworthy lot, and I'm happy to show you. And we do have a vendor who has been traveling, and she's stopped with a new cart full of melons. Of all things, I love me a good melon.
Fereydun perks up so fast. Like his ears are normally tall, but they like go down and go back up, but higher. Melons?
Yes, she's been a traveling goblin. We see very few goblins on this side of the globe, or many goblins at all in late recent years, but she's perfected the art of candy-flavored healthy watermelons.
Sweet flavored. I and where is this vendor? Is this off to my left here?
They are over there in that house. It is the eating area. We do not have any seating, but it is the hall in which you can find all of the food. We do have traveling merchants who keep us fully supplied throughout the year, and we do have our backstock in the watchtowers that the guards keep over.
Everybody, I will be back. I am going to go eat
But
some melons.
everyone relax. Feel free to check out, visit with the inhabitants of the area. Our beautiful glass ceiling protects us, and the magic of the land sustains us.
Yeah. Fereydun is just very slowly edging closer and closer to the house. And then, like, when he gets a socially acceptable distance away, he just fucking sprints. Hello?
Hello there. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I hear that you have a variety of melons that taste like sweet candies.
Yes, I do, and they are very sweet. Here, let me get out of your way. They're right here. Gestures grandly to the large bin of melons.
Oh, this is
You'll
fantastic.
you will find these taste of a very specific green onion and sour apple that have both been candied and caramelized into the perfect melon flavor. And over here, you'll find my perfect melon flavored melons.
Hmm. Would I be able I would like to try these melons. Would you be interested in a trade of sorts? I have with me wonderful melons, but I have found through trials and great information that if you pair, and he's going to take these things out of his bag, if you pair this melon with some of this radish, the flavor is sublime.
I would be happy to do that. And that would be great for me because I'm always trying to come up with new flavors for my business.
He's going to carve off some melon and carve a slice of radish and hands it to her. Like, here, trust me, it is amazing.
I haven't tasted anything this good in years, other than my own works and creations, of course. This is divine. I have this really beautiful estate. Many, many melon fields, rolling hills, a cute little house, and a large barn attached. If you ever decide to go into the melon business, find me.
That sounds very tempting. It would, it has been a dream of mine, actually.
Well, if we're to be potential business partners, I have to introduce myself. And so she reaches up because she is a goblin and she is short. She's about 3.5 feet tall. So she reaches up to shake your hand.
He will shake it quite enthusiastically.
Jimbo. My name is Jimbo.
That is a beautiful name. I will remember it always. If you don't mind me asking, you said that your farm is on a hill.
Yeah,
Where is this hill, so that when I am ready I will know where to visit?
it is on the Isle of Splendor in the northern quadrant of the globe.
Thank you. Now, it is time for the melons. You say it is candied apple?
It is with candied onion, the
I would
perfect blend of
not
flavor.
have originally assumed that this would be a good combination. But, as with watermelon and radish, no one would have expected that either. And he's just going to, like, continue making small talk about melons. We don't really need to go into it.
Yep, I was moving back. Arwyn, what are you up
Yes.
to?
So after checking out his room, a bath is in order as well.
Okay.
Yes, bath time.
Bewa, were you also thinking bath?
Oh God, yeah, she needs a bath.
All right. And she's bath was designated over here. Um, you both can head that way. Um, once you're inside, we'll get back to you. Pick, what are you up to?
Uh, well, I want to know about these chow things and this egg thing that I had picked up and to see if they may or may not be related.
All right. And Basil, what are you up to?
Did somebody say library?
You sure did. Ah, my good sir, how may I assist you today?
Where is this library you mentioned?
Ah, so you're looking for a place to study, I see.
Always.
Well, marvelous. Let me show you to the library estate. We decided that a place of study should not be but a single bookshelf, but rather a home filled with the bookshelves of all of the lands that we could muster, and all of the furniture that is perfect for lounging and reading books for hours and days and years upon. You'll find it all here in this home. I leave you to it and wish you many blessings in your search for information.
Odd. I thought he said he had to supervise this. Anyway, hello. Can I go in?
Hello. Yeah, I'm the supervisor. My name's Trixie. I will watch you like a hawk. It's why I was brought here, because I have eyes everywhere. See, watch. And then she like literally turns into like a puddle of ooze and then has like tendrils with eyes coming out of the like many stalks across the ground, like 10 feet in diameter, just like seeing all over the place. Pretty nifty, huh?
You have lovely eyes.
Oh, thank you. Yes, let me show you in.
Was
You pass. You yeah, she's inviting you in, and the door is like here-ish.
okay. Was
And,
Pick
and you,
coming with me to the library?
Pick, you were talking with the dude or going to the library?
I was gonna talk to the dude because he
Okay.
knows exactly where they're at. So,
Okay.
like, he seems like he knows shit. So it made sense to me to talk to him about it.
He is the governor president, so he does know things.
Ooh.
All right, we'll do Pick first then.
Yeah. Uh. Mr. Langor. Langley.
Yes. Langlor Langley, at your service.
Oh, Mr. Langley, can you tell me more about those chow things and what their eggs look like?
Yes, but let's do one better. Let me show you my private chamber. Rather, let me rephrase that. Let me go into my private chamber and show you something within. That didn't work much better. Follow me here.
Okay. Do you know something about these things? Okay.
1 second. Grundy, watch our guest for me. I'll be right back. You hear really loud sounds from within the house of rummaging and kind of like cans and like bottles being knocked over, and then like a hurried footsteps back. Ah, here it is. Yes, here it is. You're going to love this. I have here one of the ancient texts of Taoism in pop-up
Okay.
form.
Pop
It is my favorite of the ancient.
up book.
Yes, and it is my favorite of the ancient texts because it's the most truthful to the true art of pop-up, which is an ancient art you may know. Here, have a seat by me, and we'll explore the wonders of Taoism.
Pickett's so excited. He's like, pop. He's gonna do a learn.
He is gonna do a learn. And you're looking specifically for what?
So he picked up, the egg that came out of the mass grave of the McJelly ooze. So he wants to see if maybe this description of this egg is maybe similar or not.
All right, so as you're going through, there are in fact many pages with beautiful artistry, all in pop-up style, some of them 3 pages high once the entire thing has been laid out.
Oh,
Lots
beautiful.
of super microscopic small text all around the pages, kind of on like the edges of like seams around some of the images, like on the edges of trees, up the trunk of the tree, just describing what's like the centerfold of the image. There's one that's super red in color, there's another that's super yellow, there's one that looks like it's kind of a saturated white with some blue speckles on it, and then like as you're getting kind of through the first like 50-20 pages, there's this like really dark inky one that kind of looks gooey and elastic, very much like what you have in your pouch.
Okay. He like points to it and he's like, so what does this turn into when it hatches? Like, how do you make them hatch?
So as you're looking through the page and he's trying to like kind of scry through what he's seeing, there's this like the pages are again like super beautifully crafted, like they're very intricate, very large. The theme here though of the image is there's a single egg kind of in a crater, and then all around it is just like kind of a inky black gory like ichor with like
Yeah.
pieces of bone sticking out, kind of like a
Uh-huh.
skull that's just completely dead and decrepit. And
Yeah.
he like kind of just like tisk makes the tisk tisk sound. He's like, ah, yes, the Taoism of death. It is a really sad story when this Chow is born, but it's always born out of others' suffering in a great many. But it brings new life in birth. It is the reincarnated soul of Ideal.
Ideal. And he's kind of gently patting his jacket on the outside of where he has this eggy.
Yes, the ideal of those lives lost, the single thing that ties all souls together, which is life and longevity. And when this Chow is born, as foretold, it is something that will bring about bountiful wealth for those in its life and immortality if it falls into the wrong hands.
Uh-huh. And these are really rare.
I would say so, because it takes a great massacre and a great loss to bring about such a new life.
Again, hypothetically, if someone had one of these Taoism eggs, how would one go about hatching it? What do they eat?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like this entire book is about the grand splendor of making the eggs and where to find the eggs, but I don't really have any lower texts in my possession about what's inside them.
Mhm. Can I see your book? I promise I won't run away with it. I just want to
Yeah,
read it.
absolutely.
But he is staring at this page. That's the egg made from grand sacrifice and suffering, and his face gets very stern. He squints at it. He's just like stands up very suddenly and he gives the book back. He's like, well, when I find out, I'll let you know. He's gonna go find Basil.
Okay, that was a weird conversation. All right, while you're gonna go find Basil, Basil is already in doing some research with Trixie. What are we
Research
looking for?
montage. Um, well, how is the library organized? By
Um,
subject?
by
Type?
subject and by age and date.
Great, great. What would you say? What do you think I should be looking at?
What are you looking for, sir?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Marvelous.
Um,
Let's start with my favorite subject, the Forge. We're super close to it and it's super cool. So basically, it is where all power comes from. Magic was kind of founded there, so pretty big deal for magical beings, of course, at least on the material plane. You know how it is. But super cool stuff. They call it the font of all magic. Like, that's so nifty, right? Like, it's so cool.
oh, yeah, I think that would be a good place to start. Is there like a table in here?
Yeah, there's tables, there's beautiful chaise lounges, there's several hearths. This is built for your leisure and study, and for my leisure and study, and anyone who's a scholar of the world's leisure and study. Ah, heaven.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm going to start looking at these books on the Forge. If you have anything on um, dragons that may have been prevalent in this area or are prevalent in this area, or um, just magic in general, let me know.
Yeah, dragons are located on the far wall over there. You're gonna find everything. We have so many lores about dragons. I mean, they're kind of a big deal, because they're big.
That they are. All right. Well, I guess I'll start reading books on the Forge and dragons.
Okay. Bewa, Arwyn.
Hmm.
I
Ah,
want a bat.
hey guys,
Oh,
I'm so glad you guys were able to make it. I have this stall over here, and you guys can use it, and it's very warm. As soon as he opens the door, like very large waft of steam pours out into the area. Super, super
ooh,
warm. It's
mm,
there's a kind of a dim light inside, kind of illuminating the room and kind of an ambient feel.
ooh, yes. Arwen's gonna start taking his armor off and undressing.
Just remember, everything here is perfect and always will be perfect because of our magical force field that was given to us by the gods. So just relax because that's what we're here for.
Yes, thank you.
If you need me, I'll be sitting here by this wall reading my book.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Alone. We're both alone, so you can just call us alone.
Oh,
Unless we're
okay.
together, and then we're still alone.
Okay.
And he smiles.
All right.
Who?
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Okay.
it's weird. Weird. Everyone is weird in this town. I'm just mumbling to myself. I'm just gonna drop everything and jump in.
Okay. It is perfectly warm. There's kind of it's like a standard like spa. There's a kind of a sunken middle area with like those super expensive, fancy, like built-in loungers that are underwater that are like kind of beds for you to lay on with your head above the water, so you're mostly submerged and basking in the
Ah.
really like oily, beautiful warmth of body water.
Oh, sounds so good. I hate you so much.
Oh, so
That's what I'm
nice.
doing. Laying
So
back
nice.
in the water. Don't let me fall asleep because I'll drown and die.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
you're so drunk.
Probably.
Yeah.
Arwyn's gonna keep an eye. He's gonna keep
And-
an eye on her.
And the healer died that night. I'm kidding. Marvelous. Pick. I'll let you catch up with Basil and Fereydun. We still talking melons?
I think he's probably done talking melons. They've exchanged pleasantries and
Is it his
how
bath time?
it is bath time. Yes.
All right. So as you're like doing your parting and your Minnesota goodbye and all that, Jimbo kind of gives you the once up and she says, "Okay, sir, it's been such a pleasant time meeting you. And again, like if you have anything you ever want to do business together, you can just let me know and I'll help you out. And I have a very large estate and I have like 3 estates. So I mean, we could set you up in one of them probably because you seem like you're good at business. You're very charismatic and you
Why,
have
thank
really
you.
good sense of style." Much better than that other guy who's here. But again, super awesome to
Other
meet
guy.
you. And if you ever need opium, find me. Okay.
What other guy?
Okay. Catch you later, cool snack.
Wait, what do you mean better style than other guy?
Oh yeah, he had like some discolored robes that matched yours. Big giant loxodon. How do you say his race? Weird guy. Yeah.
Is perhaps the name Safest? Safest?
Cephas. Dreyfus. Yeah, something like that. Super weird guy. On and on about some Lyra, whatever. Who cares, right? The gods will be the gods, and we'll be the people.
Yes, especially because that man's god is the god of lies. Sorry. There's history.
I'll have to get the story later. Come find me. I've got some pipes.
Sounds good. Fereydun will make his way to the bathhouse, which is in a direction this way. Oh,
Excuse me, sir. Oh, so
pardon
sorry,
me.
so sorry. I'm all done alone. You can have the bath back. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, how pleasant. And now it is Fereydun's turn to strip down.
Oh, you're so big, even under your armor, sir.
This will happen when you serve a higher purpose.
I serve a higher purpose.
That you do. The purpose of cleanliness.
Grow your size in 3 easy installments. Pray to Lyra today. Doctors hate him.
Oh my god.
Didn't Pick grow like a foot after starting to worship Lyra?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I guess happiness is height. Anyways. This is
You just grow.
do you
How you
just
grow is indeterminate.
do you just stand there and watch people
No,
undress
no.
or
I'm so sorry.
thank you. Is there like a cubby or a shelf or
Yeah, there's the cubby all along the wall.
thank you.
Yes.
He's going to tuck his armor, weapons, clothes.
Yeah, and you can just step over Bewa stuff as you see it there on the floor.
I just dropped it off my body.
Yeah,
Bewa
like
stuff.
Fereydun stuff is folded.
Dude, she ain't got no time for that shit.
Yeah, I guess not. Into the worms.
Ah,
Oh,
how relaxing.
it is very cozy, yes.
She is mostly clothed, like kind of in a bodysuit with a cape.
Mm,
And she didn't disrobe, she just let herself into the pool and sat down.
mm. Fereydun just kind of like glances around, only slightly awkwardly, but then he just kind of like gets deeper into the water and starts
She holds a
absorbing the
hand out
steam.
as though to handshake you, just kind of like letting it sit in the air above the water.
Oh, apologies. He's going to shake your hand.
It's very wrinkly and old. Hello, Grundy. Grundy. That's me, Grundy.
Hello, Grundy. My name is, I'm Fereydun.
Ah, so good to meet you, Fereydun. We don't get a lot of folks around these parts other than the goo people and an occasional straggler. So it's always nice to see a fine adventurer like you here.
Thank you. It
I
is,
reckon you've got some stories.
a few, yes.
She like gets comfortable, just waiting expectantly.
Is there a kind of adventure you may prefer to hear about? I may have one up my proverbial sleeve.
I do prefer a good story about a circus or a gladiatorial ring if you know any of that nature.
Have I got the life story for you? Would you believe that I am actually a gladiator, Paladin of Lyra?
Oh,
I grew up in the circus. I have many circus stories and tales of gladiatorial bouts and winnings and losings. The last bout I was in, I got hit with a giant boulder.
oh, that sounds wonderful. Yes, please do tell. I would love to hear all about your adventures. It has been a very dry spell, and I mean that as non-dirtily as I can at my age. I am so sorry. You see, it is a dry spell of good stories that I am sorely remiss of.
Well, I have many. Sit back, relax, while I tell you the tales of Fereydun and Co. It is.
Basil and Pick are investigating books. Let's hop back to them.
Yeah. Hey,
You,
Basil. Basil.
I think you
So
walk in and he's just like surrounded by like mountains of books.
this looks like fun. So Basil, I have potentially good news. Maybe. And he like gets over next to Basil at the table. He like clambers up on it, and he like starts like whispers into Basil's ear, and he tells him about how he learned about the egg may be a Taoism egg, and how it's made kind of sucks, but he's very excited because he might have a new friend, and he gives like the whole lowdown. He's like, I don't know what to do with it, but I'm gonna keep this egg really safe, and I don't know. I'm just kind of excited. New friend.
Well, that's amazing. Have I ever heard of Taoism before?
Um, Wilds? No.
Okay, then no. That sounds great. I'm trying to find out info on these dragons and the place we're going.
Oh, yeah, I should probably. Do you want help?
Sure, that'd be great. There's a lot of books.
Where did you start? I'll start at the other end.
Hold on.
So yeah, Pick will start at the opposite end of Basil's stack and also do research with him to figure out like any information about the forge, its history, and these big dragons that everybody keeps talking about.
Yeah, I specifically am trying to figure out what the fuck is up with this black dragon that no one seems to mention. They just mention the other colors and names. God is typing in the chat.
What? No.
That's only ever a good thing, they said sarcastically.
I would like to know who the hell is thumping 2 or 1 floor below me.
All right. So far, you've been able to glean this with little effort.
I can hear it.
The thumping or the typing?
I think I can hear the thumping.
I was gonna say it can't be me and my cat obsessively to the litter because I muted. So it's not me this time.
No, it's me. I don't know if it's 1 floor below me or 2 floors below. I live on the 3rd floor, so I don't know. It's just a
Pringles.
periodic. It's not a constant. It's periodic.
Then I must be hearing something else. Besides my cat pawing at the art on my cabinets.
Anyway.
Hmm.
Cut to Basil, like full on grad student, just pounding red minotaurs to try to stay awake.
Uh,
All right. This is what you can yield without much, with lots of books covering the same type of topics and the same type of lore. This is the information you gather. Um, it will take dice rolls to get more than this.
Okay.
And
Poison
specifically knowing
dragon.
what you're looking for.
Two. Yeah, I'm gonna look for more info on the Fazel Tooth. Because what I saw was what I saw at the stadium poison.
It sure was, because everyone melted into goo.
Okay. It's a fine line between poison and acid. Okay.
That's fair.
It's true. Pick is specifically going to research more into the forge itself.
All right, I'll take history
That's
check
what
from both
interests
of you then.
Key. Said history?
Yep.
24, baby!
Creepers.
I'm really interested in this forge.
22.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful. All right. All right. Cool. And then Dragon Lore. All right. So in regards to the forge pick, you do learn that while it is in fact the first place in history, it kind of predates written text. It was also the home of the first civilized people who did create language and recorded history. Um, Part of the complex is above ground, 3 stories, and below ground there are 10 stories underground. The main hall is around 50 feet tall and is a very open kind of market-like place. The second floor above was a large community hall, and the third floor was used for religious purposes. The first floor underground is the beginning of a kind of sub-level, which has like your bathrooms, your spas, your more like living circumstantials. There's an underground hydroponics farm, and part of the first floor and second floor underground, and then the third floor begins the catacombs, and then gets lower and lower into the ruins, and at the very bottom is the Grand Forge, which is built into the base of the volcano and uses magma that's naturally flowing to heat the core. As for your dragon lore, Basil, you're able to discern in a very obscure book. You have comprehend languages as a spell, correct?
Yes.
So by using that and using your roll, you're able to discern Tooth is not the oldest dragon of all time, but has been around for basically since the dawn of creation and time. So it's very, very old, but it's not the oldest, because the oldest dragon that you've been finding record of is called the Grand Mother, which is the mother of all evil, and is described in text as a jewel silver dragon.
Okay.
Tooth is considered to be the passive mate of this jewel silver dragon. The jewel silver dragon is mentioned sparingly, as though the text itself is written in shaky hand, as though people were too afraid to pen information about this creature for any type of pain or destruction towards them. It's just kind of the lack of information is terrifying. Tooth is also spoken in text as the grandfather of Drake kind, and one of the initial dragons that created the Dragonborn race. Siring many children with many humanoids.
Dragon fucker.
But as far as Tooth goes, historically speaking, in the text you are able to find, every single word of it is how he is an evil creature. He preys on people by lies and deception. He eats people for fun and for his own amusement and joy. And just kind of one of those give it a large berth type of things.
Well, Pick, I think I may have found the dragon we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not great.
Okay, but on a scale of not greats, where would you
Um,
put this in comparison?
Somewhere in between Archfey Granny something and Primordial Dragon that's older than time.
Hmm.
Between a 15 and a 20 with, I'm guessing,
So
CR in parentheses.
I was specifically looking for, in comparison to all the other bullshit that we've gone through, like where would you put this on badness? But apparently this is at the top tier, like granny level. Gross.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Leviathan was tiny. Ugh. Hate that for me.
Also hate that for
Oof.
me. Well, should we find the others and
Well, I think, where did they say they were going again?
uh, bath for at least two of them? Fereydun just kind of took off in a dead
Oh,
sprint.
oh, he's probably in the bath after he did whatever business he had to do. He likes baths.
This is true. Well, yeah, we can go there. I'm still not certain on where we're sleeping tonight. I know Arwyn has a room, but I don't know about the rest of us.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it?
Mm.
You need a better. You get grumpy.
So I
Excuse
hear you
me.
guys talking about a bed. I've got beds. There are so many beds here. Well, there's some beds, but there should be enough beds because we have beds. Oh my gosh, you're like me. Do you see how many eyes I have? And she like stretches her arms out really long and just has eye stalks on all her arms.
Oh, cool. I can do this. And he like stretches his arms really lower. And then he moves his eyeball from his face up into his hand and like peeks it around.
Oh, you
You're so
need to get.
small from up here.
Oh, you're so wonderful.
That is a lot of eyes, though. I don't have nearly that many eyes.
Oh, I only have 72 right now.
Only 72. That's way more than I do.
You'll get
I
the
have like
little one.
72 teeth,
Maybe your
but not
next one will
eyes.
have more.
Maybe. But you said you had beds.
Yes, I have beds. We have beds. Let me confer with Langlor and we'll make sure you have beds.
As soon as she walks away, Pick goes, I don't know if I liked how she went tee-hee.
Just kind of staring off. I also don't know how I feel about that. Just, yeah.
Hmm. Well, here we are. We're
With
getting
this
beds.
strange man between us.
Books closed. Goodbye.
Uh, well, I guess we're kicked out of the library.
No supervisors. Goodbye.
Ah, that'll do it.
You hat. Goodbye.
Jeesh.
La 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 la. Okay, you guys, we have beds.
Great. Where would the beds be?
There's a bed over there, and there's a bed over there, and those rooms are themed rooms. You're so in for a treat when you do get ready for bed. And then over on the other side of the spa, there are two more rooms that also have beds. I think one of them is for Arwyn, and then next to the crazy old man over there, there's another bed. And so just like totally go into whatever room you want, and then you can just have your thematic, really wonderful Chaosm Outpost experience.
Two
Thank you.
two questions. One, crazy old man.
Crazy old man.
You said
Oh
there's a crazy
yes.
old man. Who's the
Sorry.
crazy?
There's this priest guy and he's like super unhinged talking about some Lyra deity, which I've never heard of a Lyra before, so clearly a little bit unhinged.
Forces a laugh. Oh, cool. Second question. Themed rooms.
Yes, it is all the rage in the big cities we hear. And so there's the library themed. I mean, a lot of the books are just props because we don't want like the really ancient text to go missing, of course. But like it's a library themed room, super cute, a lot of monocles hanging on the wall, super cute. And then we have the Lyra room, which is beautiful. It's all in like oranges and greens, super gorgeous. A very popular deity in these parts. Love her. Praise Lyra. And then there's also the high school sweethearts 2-for-1 suite is super cute. Like you can just use your imagination. It's super adorable. And then there's also that other I don't remember what the other one was. Arwen's is the adult content suite. I don't really get that, but everyone has their niche, I guess. So yeah, but do enjoy. It's just marvelous living here.
They're just books, and that's all I really care about in life. So, anyways, if you need me, I'll be over here being social because I don't sleep very much. Coffee, right, man?
I'm just like, you know that face when you like get an info dump or just like somebody like your sibling or something is talking really fast, like that face. That's what Basil's making. Like weird. Okay.
Ah, Sir Fereydun, your exploits and tales have brought me such joy in my old age. I'm gonna retire for the night, but I hope we can have another little tiny serenade of story in the morning. I do thank you for your time. I need to retire before it gets much later. Old bones and all of that, you know.
I will know this as well. I am glad you enjoyed my tales. Oh, there she went.
Old lady, move fast. All right, and right there is where we're gonna cut it for the night. So thank you all for making it, and I hope that we all had some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Are we doing a long
Yay.
rest, or are we just gonna wait for our next
We are gonna
session?
do that at the start of next session.
Okay,
Okay.
gorgeous.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us on this installment of the Antiquities of Sylver. Goodbye.
Bye.